Hey there, this is Vicky
and Ruben from
from
Family Life Explorers. This week we're going to take you on our trip to Meteora, a magical place in the middle of Greece. Here they built 6 monasteries on top of narrow, tall cliffs. Besides talking about our trip, we will share some exciting insights about how Greeks travel in their own country.
When people think of Greece, they always think about the Greek islands, the Blue Sea and the Acropolis. But Greece has many other places to visit which are absolutely amazing, and Meteora is one of them. Visiting Meteora is truly a unique experience. These monasteries are built on super high cliffs and the views are breathtaking. It's unbelievable how these monasteries are built ages ago.
Walking and climbing to the monasteries is not that difficult nowadays. You can use the paved roads as stairs to get all the way up. There are parking spots nearby. This was totally different in the times when they built the monasteries. There were no roads and no stairs to use. They had to use ropes and ladders to get all the way up.
So we traveled with our kids and other family members. Before you visit the monasteries in the morning, our advice is not to take breakfast at home, but just go to a forno, which is actually a bakery, and then order your buratsa. It's a very special pastry filled with vanilla cream, and they also put some sugar and cinnamon on top. It's really delicious. Next to your bugatsa, of course, you should also take your personalized frappe or another type of coffee. And then you take your coffee and bugatsa all the way up to the monasteries and take a picnic there or enjoy the views. It's really amazing. So we visited just 3 monasteries out of 6. Our kids really love to climb and run up and down the stairs, and our pace was very slow. We really took it easy to take time and enjoy the views all together. Taking time to do this is in our eyes more important than visiting all the monasteries. We only had 1 day to visit the monasteries, but we really have the feeling we have truly experienced Meteora.
So, but why did the monks build the monasteries on the tall cliffs? There are a few reasons. Already back in the 11th century, in the Byzantine times, there were monks visiting this place and saw the tall rocks. They thought, well, this is a great place to stay and be closer to our God, totally secluded from any other human and all the way up in the mountains. They didn't start with building the monasteries. At first they used the caves that are naturally in Meteora. Only in the 14th century the first monastery was completed. And when the monastery was completed, they called this area Meteora, what actually means hanging from nowhere. So they choose this location to be closer to their God because it's so incredibly high. But it also helped the monks to be safe from looters and enemy empires. This actually lasted until the 17th century. The prosperity actually started to decline in the 17th century. And from the 26 original monasteries, there are now 6 still remaining in operation. 5 of them are for monks and there's 1 nunnery.
We think an amazing way to visit the monasteries is by going for a hike. We unfortunately didn't do the hike because we were traveling with the 3 kids and my dad who's 72, but the hikes are absolutely amazing. We've seen the trails and it looks beautiful. If you want to do a hike, just check out our recommendation below. These are the hikes we are going to do next time we are in Meteora. Another great way to go to Meteora is by renting a mountain bike or another bike. An electric bike can also be a wonderful trip. We saw many people doing this and it looked amazing. With our family, we went up to Meteora with our car. The best advice we can give you is to go early in the morning when the monastery is open. Some open at 9, some at 9:30, some at 10. Just check out the schedule on their website and to make sure you're there very early. So around the clock of 11-12 it's going to be extremely busy. So this is the time when you want to make your way down to eat some food.
So when you're staying in Meteora and are looking for the best places to eat, you can of course choose the restaurants that are closer to the rock formations and the monasteries. But if you go a little bit further into town, the town of Kalambaka, you will find the traditional authentic Greek restaurants. They are slightly different than the touristy spots and the Greek eat slightly different than we usually do.
We are used to eat a starter, a main dish and a dessert if you're doing a 3-course dinner. But in Greece they actually all order mezes. Mezes are very small dishes. It can be anything from fried squid to meatballs to a Greek salad to baked feta, saganaki or anything. And then you just take a couple of these dishes, they put them on the table and we all share together.
And then you order the main course. Well, actually it's not the main course like we know, but you order a selection of items from the food menu, and like the message, they put it on the table and everybody shares. So you don't have to select one for yourself, but you select a few for the whole table.
Nowadays we do see that the Greek restaurants are taking over this trend, this European trend where they offer the starter and the main dish, but if you want to do the full Greek experience, it's best to share your food with others.
And we share our recommendation down in the description below.
If you want to travel to Meteora, it's just a 4-hour drive from Athens International Airport.
We stay just outside the touristy spot in Kalambaka, where you find the real Greeks and the authentic Greek food where we were talking about. We enjoyed Meteora a lot, and we will surely come back in the future to do the hikes and maybe rent a mountain bike.
So that was it for this week. If you enjoyed our video, please subscribe to our channel, and we hope to see you next time.
Bye bye.